Hello, fabulous superstar Aries. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of May 2023. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. What a remarkable time this is. May is set to be the most important astrological month of the year. There are big changes that a lot of us are going to feel, and that includes you as well. Right out of the gate, Pluto goes retro on the 1st. This is happening in a friendship part of your sky. You are about to dig very deep and see some truth about a friend or your connection to a group. It could be personal, like a support group. It might be a professional group endeavor. But this is a turning point of seeing and understanding with greater depth what's working for you, but also what the true nature of people and those dynamics are. Alliances that are strong, well, under this energy, they grow stronger. But if they are not, this is that moment of honesty that helps you to realize where you're ready to change. It is on the 5th of the month that we have a lunar eclipse. This is a powerful lunar eclipse happening across the sky from Uranus and a retrograde Mercury. And the eclipse is in one of the two financial parts of your sky. Both financial areas of the chart for you are lit up at a month like this. Well, that lunar eclipse does suggest that there are karmic changes. And what I mean by that is fated events whose time has come. Eclipses are always about aligning us with a higher, more loving vision for our lives. But sometimes that happens first after chaos. We welcome in that period of chaos, and that realigns us very quickly towards more than we knew before and better than we knew before as well. And so this financial part of the sky has to do with the kind of money where you access resources. So grants, loans, bursaries, insurance payments, tax returns, that kind of energy, those types of financing, that's what comes into focus under this energy. It could be very quickly that you are released of a debt, but it could also be at this time that you need to pay attention to a debt or a source of resources available to you. Regardless, though, this is an energy of extremes, but it's also an energy of culmination. It's an energy of honesty and responsibility as well that does align you with greater wealth than you knew before as part of the bigger picture. You may not feel that immediately, and yet it won't take long for you to appreciate that. On a more personal level, there are some areas that won't experience this in the context of money. It may show up more in terms of psychological or physical transformation or renewal. It's profound truth that you're addressing now. And there could be a power struggle with another person or entity or organization. And yet, this lunar eclipse in an instant can restore you to your power as you uniquely define it. Now, as we navigate further, the 16th of the month is when Jupiter leaves your sign. And this is a big deal. Jupiter leaving your sign at this time is you starting to take all that work you've done on yourself for the better part of the last year, and you bring it forward to start to apply it to new areas of life. And even though there is going to be a Jupiter special horoscope, be on the lookout for that. I do want to mention that for you, it is what you have come to understand about yourself over the last year, how you've redefined yourself. Well, now it starts to count for something in terms of your understanding of what self-love and self-esteem look like for you. It is here that we look at money you earn and money that you spend as well. And what tends to happen over the course of the coming year is that you move from one income bracket to a higher income bracket step by step at this time. There's such a focus on income and spending for you now. Just the day before Jupiter leaves your sign, Mercury goes direct here. So you're able to clear up any kind of misunderstandings or errors where it comes to your pay. For example, you understand what it is that you really want to spend your money on. But as we navigate just a little bit further, on the 19th of the month, we have a new moon here. This new moon is very empowering. It is speaking in harmony with your ruling planet Mars, but also speaking in harmony with Neptune. And so there's this sense of you feeling well supported. If it is that you have a home-based business or you work with homes, this can be an energy of empowerment and prosperity. But really, all Aries out there in some way are going to tap into an energy of generosity. Generosity towards yourself, certainly, but you have it to give, whether that is money, whether that is your time, whether that is your presence. You're able to be generous with other people at this time as well. So, speaking of Jupiter leaving your sign, that really sets up sort of this very high point crescendo of the month. As soon as we have Jupiter enter the sign just after yours, the sign of Taurus, in the days ahead, we have what's called a grand fixed cross. And so we're going to have that Jupiter speaking in tension with Pluto, Pluto in a friendship part of your sky, speaking in tension with Mars, your ruling planet, newly at that point in a part of the sky for you that has to do with what you want in your heart of hearts in every area of life. It is Pluto and Mars that are opposite each other as well. You throw the nodes in there, we've got a lot of tension, but also real truth and empowerment here. And for you, I feel like this is rooted in some ways in self-love and self-esteem, but what you're looking at is what you give, the love you give, where you give from your heart. That's the Mars, but also what you're receiving. That's the Pluto. And where there's a disconnect, where it feels like it's not in balance, well, you'll be asking yourselves questions of self-love and self-esteem, what part that plays. But the other way of understanding this, of course, is financial. There's going to be a focus on finances for many Aries out there. Remember, love and money, and friendship and money for that matter, do not mix. And if you are in a situation where it feels as if you're overcompensating or that you're being asked to be generous in a way that does not feel right for you, that does not feel authentic for you, listen to that voice. It is going to be over the course of the coming year that you are learning to love and accept yourself more deeply. You are beginning that lesson with focus, intent, and undeniable shifts that start taking place right away. Now, where it comes to matters of love, on the 20th, Mars will move into a flirtatious, heart-oriented part of the sky for you. And as I said, immediately takes part in a larger configuration of tension with Jupiter, Pluto, and the nodes involved. As Mars moves in here, chances are there are going to be notable flirtations that take place that feel as if they wake you up. I think that is going to be the main signature here. But what is that awakening like uniquely for you? Well, either it's going to be an awakening of passion or of anger. For those of you open to meeting someone new, you will be getting your flirt on with a ferocity and a determination, even and especially those Aries that might have been solo for a while. It is this energy that serves as this wake-up call. There's a sincere desire to connect with other people. That'll have you acting gutsy and courageous. As long as you're having fun, the options in love will absolutely be there. For those of you just starting to date someone, what a remarkable time this can be. Now, in the context of dating, there's this really intense energy here that invites you to get really honest about how you feel about this person, who this person is, especially who they are to you, and if that's working for you or not. There's a lot of honesty that says you can't kid yourself at this time, especially once we start moving towards the middle of the month and beyond. Be honest with you, because it is a month like this that says this is a turning point moment where you've made choices in love that are rooted in a lack of love for you that just isn't going to work for you. However, where it is that this connection feels right and feels good and you're able to navigate past those days of tension, it helps the two of you grow that much closer together. And for those of you in an established bond, well, look, the guiding question here really is, are you feeling loved in terms of what you need to feel loved or not? And where is your partner on the same page or not? This is going to be part of the consideration at this time. And there's clarity that you're finding here. Where it is you haven't felt loved in a while, you're willing to do the work to figure out what moving forward could look like for the two of you. For some, that's work that you're going to do together. For others, a very small percentage of Aries out there, it means doing work on yourself to go in a different direction. What I love about this month for you, there's so much here. It's a powerful and meaningful astrological moment. Wow. What a remarkable time it is. I am going to say the eclipse on the 5th is a very powerful energy for you without a doubt. It is that eclipse that serves as a moment of truth, a moment of honesty, and a moment of insight as well. That truth can be related to your feelings about just about any person, place, thing, or situation that you're now ready to transform or change. It is going to be that eclipse early in the month that serves as you getting honest. And from that place, becoming and sensing that you're growing into a version of yourself more authentic than you knew before. Thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with Choose Your Membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. As a superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes, access to exclusive live events, and higher tiers get you things like access to Synchronicity University classes, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. I look forward to meeting you there.